Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we are merely role-players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt Boothman, and I'm your compere for this main house production. Here on Merely Role-Players, we improvise stories to entertain you, and to entertain ourselves, because where'd be the fun otherwise? And we use role-playing games to keep the story going places even we can't see coming, because as theatrical people, we're all about maximising the drama. This episode is part of our current main house production, Vigil, Fear Itself. To tell this story, we're playing Monster of the Week, a role-playing game by Michael Sands, published by Evil Hat. So please take your seats in the main house. Tonight's production is about to begin. Vigil, a Merely Role-Players main house production. Fear Itself, Act 4-5.
Hi there, my name's Alexander Pankhurst and I play Graham the Summoned. Graham's just your average accountant, who happens to be a demon, and is destined to bring about the apocalypse.
I'm Ellen, and I play Jess Butterworth, the Spooky. Jess is a Sherrydown local, born and bred. A voice in the back of her mind keeps telling her she's bigger and better than this town. It's about time Jess showed Sheridan how badly it's underestimated her.
Hi, I'm Chris Starkey and I play Cameron Jarvis, the Wronged. Cam's parents and sister were killed by ghouls when he was just 10 years old, while on a camping trip near Sherrydown. Ever since then, a Doom agent has been secretly training Cam to hunt and kill monsters.
There's a new kind of ghoul in Sheridan.
And you said there's some sort of team up. Ghouls and...
a busybody.
How do we deal with them?
Disentangle the spirit from the mortal, get it to possess the dummy instead.
Before...
They get me.
What if you stole the loose cannons?
No.
Oh, I had a horrible feeling you were going to say that.
Let's call this train, baby.
Don't give in to temptation in Fairyland.
Through the cavern of revelers, down the second spiral stair.
So you see this elf in deep, urgent conversation with another figure. From the face of this harlequin leaks shadow and smoke.
I'm guessing the axe is going pretty mental in my hand right
The
now.
axe is going mental in your hand, yes, the axe is fully detected. And also, as you step, lots of things are going on in these first few moments as you step off the train, but Kit also says to you, Jess, oh yeah, this is the place, I can feel him, he's here.
Okay.
The figures you've clocked up on that platform don't seem to have clocked you back, and you have the cover of all of the noise and light and revelling in this cavern.
Graham would have relayed it. Well, we would have relayed this information to you. So you've also seen Lord Fancy Pants and the Harley
you
Ghouls.
don't have to have told him that, I guess.
Oh no, I think I would have.
Yeah.
But Graham would have for sure. I don't think we would have kept that from you.
Right, guys, I've got to go and make a quick, just a little chat with someone really, really quickly.
It wouldn't happen to be. Is it Lord Fancy Pants?
Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't happen to be him, would it? Because of the ghoul that he's talking to.
I'm just going to have a quick little chat. Just a quick chat.
Alright.
And I'll be right... You guys head on, and I'll catch up.
Are you sure, Cam?
Yeah, you guys have got stuff to do. I'll go and have a quick chat with little... See you guys in a bit. And I start walking up the stairs.
We good?
No.
Should we fly from a distance?
Yeah, okay.
Just because I'm taking suspicion he's going to do something daft.
Alright, okay. Alright.
What's the alternative?
I just am very keen to get out of here as quickly as possible.
That is a good point. Okay. Well, fingers crossed this doesn't take too long and we can get in and get on.
Okay. Be prepared to swoop.
Yeah. No, I'm going to prepare to swoop.
But cause like maximum damage in the time that we're here, right?
No, not necessarily, Kit. We want to get in and out, Kit. He wants us to cause mayhem.
Right. No, that's a very bad idea.
Right?
Kid shouldn't do that.
Listen to him, Kit.
Who'd even notice? Look what's going on here. Who'd notice a bit of extra ultra violence?
I'm not taking any chances.
I think that's wise. I think we should play it cautious, even though we are kidnapping women.
Cameron, you start running up these stairs, and as they twist and turn up the wall of the cavern, you find, like, at points you're running upside down, or
This is bullshit!
perpendicular to the wall, like sticking out.
Fuck you, Escher!
You pass various, mostly kind of foresty, unseelie kind of fae on the staircase, mostly carrying like platters of drinks and plates of canapes and that kind of thing, like mostly heading up from the floor up to the posher areas.
I take a tray.
Great.
I'm going to pretend to be one of them.
Hey! He's just totally killed someone!
Tray of canapes, axe in one hand. Rifle and shotgun slung over my shoulders.
Amazing. The canapes smell amazing.
It smells so good! Visor of motorcycle helmet down. No temptation, no temptation, no temptation.
The visor of the helmet is down and it's full of Graham's cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
So you can't smell the canapes. It's maddening trying to find your way because you know you're making progress upwards, but like, how do you get from the staircase onto one of the bridges, and then how are you going to get from the bridge onto this floating platform that's not attached to anything and is just kind of orbiting the red disco ball? What would Cam do in that circumstance?
Are there any little fae just running around?
They're all around the place, like
Right.
carrying trays. And
Let's pick one
drinks and
up.
all sorts. Yep.
And look him in the eye and say, right, I've got to deliver these canapes to that island. How do I get there?
But I've got to deliver these canapes to that island.
Don't care, shut up.
Roll manipulate plus charm.
Oh,
He's so charming. This should be a cinch.
that's a 6. That's a 2. -1. That's a 7, baby.
Okay.
This little fae, which is it's a goblin.
Oh.
It's a little like
Little gobbo.
little snotty-nosed goblin with hairy feet and hairy calves, dangling and like little froggy legs windmilling off the stairs in your grip. We'll do what you need. We'll get you to where you need to go, but it's going to take a little bit more than just the threat of violence that you're offering.
You can have 3 of the canapes.
Oh, but those ones you've got, we're not supposed to eat those. They're for the Sealy.
Fuck the Sealy.
Ah, yeah, fuck the Sealy.
That's right. Fuck them up. Did you know Lord Fancy Pants?
They're all Lord Fancy Pants.
Trelawn.
Ooh, the master of the hunt.
Yeah, that prick, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yes, I'll eat those canapes and I will attend your funeral when he murders you for delivering substandard food and drink service.
Sure. Okay.
Deal!
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
I'd say it's an agreement between peers with no added extras.
Yeah, you'll give me some canapes and I'll take you a place. It's a bargain.
You'd take me to his floating island, absolutely. It is an agreement between peers with no added extras. If you don't agree to that, I'll chuck at the edge and find another goblin.
The goblin gives you a big wink and says, yeah, agreement between peers.
You know a guy called Brian?
Yes?
He talks like you too. Come on, gobbo.
The goblin is able to take you on a route that sort of, there is a point where the staircase meets the wall of the cavern again and there is a shadow, and the staircase like meets the wall and then goes off again at another crazy angle, but he leads you in through the shadow instead, and you emerge from a different shadow onto one of these bridges.
Nice one.
The bridges are not like fully even, they're not exactly straight-sided, they sort of bow out at various different points, they're semi-natural and semi-carved, and the goblin leads you to one of these slight protrusions and goes, "Gotta count down and then jump. 3, 7,
Oh, fuck my life.
go!"
I watch him jump first.
The goblin sees that you're not about to jump and goes, "Oh, no, we gotta wait for another go round. Gotta come at the same time."
So 7's the number we go on?
Yeah, it's 1, 3, 7, and go.
So we go and go.
On go. When I say go, we
Okay,
jump.
right. Okay. Remember 3 canapes. Okay, right. On we go and go. Okay.
Right, and 14, 7, go!
We jump.
He lets you jump.
Oh.
He doesn't. He's had his canapes. He doesn't jump with you. He's like, "Bye! I'll come to your funeral." And Cameron, you find yourself soaring through the air as if buoyed up by a thermal, as if you're a flying squirrel, having jumped at exactly the right moment from this bridge to soar down and land on this platform where you see still Trelane and this ghoul in the Harlequin garb.
Lord Fancy Pants, I bring you your canapes.
Jess and Graham, what have you been doing?
Watching a lot of stuff.
I think we're still on a balcony, and we've just been looking, trying to find him. We've just spot him. There he is, and he jumps. Oh,
We're not going to catch him, are we?
nope.
No, there's no chance. He's on his own, isn't he?
Yep.
We can't get to him, can we?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Shall we just go and see if we can find Clarissa?
Yes, I think we have to.
Right. Okay. Let's see if we can find Clarissa. What was the directions that Cam said?
Straight over the canyon techno. Second spiral staircase.
Can we see a spiral staircase at all? Can we see it over the other side of the canyon?
No, but you can see passages leading off the other side of the cabin.
Wow, they were not so specific when they...
No.
Okay. Graham, which way? Your choice.
Let's see if we can just get across the canyon and go from there. So, I lean down to one of the myriad people, like, skittering around, go, how do we get to the other side quickly?
You're on the bridge. You just walk along the bridge.
Right, we walk along the bridge.
I'm sorry, it seems like you aren't from around here. Is that the case? This is a elderly but still very distinguished and genteel looking elf with the longest, pointiest ears you've ever seen. Like where a human might have grown a long beard, this elf has just grown the biggest possible ears in their old age. Dressed in green with like a leaf pattern on it and holding a glass of something that bubbles and sparks like fireworks. Who has just been sort of standing on the edge of this bridge, just looking down and enjoying the sights. Yeah, it seems to me if you belonged here, you would know where you needed to go.
Careful.
Funny thing. We don't necessarily belong here. No, we're not from around here, but we very much belong here. We are people who are doing a thing, and we need to do the thing as quickly as we can. So I would rather we do not take up any more of your delightful time, such as it is. Enjoy your sparkly vintage, and let's go.
Such a rush. Why are you in such a rush? Time is immaterial here, my friends. Have a drink. Stay a little while. Your errand will wait, whatever boring thing it might be.
I take a very long drag on my cigarette and sort of blow it around the Feely Fae and go, not on me. And I just take Jess's hand and walk across the bridge.
You should have said she was yours.
Not in that way, you weirdo.
Cameron. Incomplete tray of canapes in one hand, axe in the other hand, shotgun and rifle slung across your back in black bike leathers with your helmet full of smoke.
You land on this platform. Do you want to land like between the two of them or off to the side?
I think right in front of. in front of Trelane.
Okay.
I say, your canapes.
Oh, very good. I said I did not want to be interrupted while this meeting was taking place.
Yeah, things change.
Hold on. I know you, don't I?
Unimportant. And I go to attack the ghoul. I sort of like flip the canapes in his face and I go to the ghoul.
Swinging with the axe.
The axe.
The axe. The ghoul does not appear surprised that you are doing this. As you swing towards the ghoul, you see out of one of the leather Harlequin motley sleeves, out of which smoke and shadow are slowly leaking, you see the blade of a ritual flint knife emerge, ready to defend itself. Roll kick some ass.
I gotta do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5, baby! So that's 3, 7, 12.
Nice.
Amazing. Okay, so at base, you deal your harm, it deals its harm.
Mm-hmm.
But because you rolled 10 plus, you get an extra option for
Yes.
kick some ass.
I think I'm going to force them where I want them for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to force them to the ground. Because last time I fought him, he was largely pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to sort of like get it down back on the ground. And so 3 damage.
You didn't have a very extensive battle with this ghoul last time you met. Obviously, the very first time you met, you had an extensive battle which you won to for some definitions. The last time you met this ghoul in the incompletely constructed Abbey Links golf clubhouse in Sherrydown, when you attacked it, your axe was able to just slice through it. The leather Harlequin's motley that it is wearing offers your axe a bit more resistance this time. So mechanically, you do 2 harm instead of 3.
Okay.
Whereabouts are you aiming with the axe?
I think it's a semi-wild swing, to be fair. So probably like mid-drift.
Yeah.
Sort of like aiming for the rib cage sort of thing.
Great. So big roundhouse. So the axe bites into its side, and as you bear it to the ground, it uses your weight coming down on it to drive that flint dagger up under your breastbone for 3 harm.
Okay, that does me 1.
Yep. Doesn't affect you. You almost don't notice it. You're now in a fight, and that icy frenzy has descended.
Yeah.
But you are harmed by it. Trelane yells out, "No, wait! I thought you were here at my invitation."
I'll be right with you. And I just go to attack again. This is now plus 6 to hit because I've taken some damage. So that is a 6. So that would have been a fail if I hadn't. So that's now 12. I'm going to inflict terrible harm.
Amazing.
So plus 1 harm. That's now 3 damage to him.
So 3 damage.
I take 1.
Yeah. God, this is what Cameron is for.
Yeah.
I'm a ghoul killer, baby!
Why would you come here and scare me like this? As you're slicing and hacking at this Harlequin ghoul, smoke and shadow boil out of where its face should be, out of where its hands should be, the ends of its sleeves, and the smoke coalesces, and the discarded glassware around this VIP area all shatters as the ghoul matter flowing out of the Harlequin ghoul uses this glass as to form shells for itself. And so you find yourself no longer just you, the ghoul, and Trelane on this platform. It's now the 3 of you and a pack of 5 ghouls, formed of smoke and shadow in a spinning shell of broken glass.
You know why I'm here. You're the reason I am what I am.
I've been trying to stay out of your way.
No shit. That's a 9 plus 6 is a 15.
Great.
Inflict terrible harm.
Do it up.
I take another point of damage.
Grief, this is insane.
Oh my goodness. We're oblivious.
Yeah, like completely.
Has anyone seen The Typist?
Yeah.
Cam,
Yeah.
as you're hacking down with your axe, the ghoul that you're hacking at is screaming in terror, fear, and pain. But that's not the only scream that you hear. As the axe bites into its form, you hear a scream you haven't heard since you were 10 or 11. The scream of Gabby Jarvis, your mother. And it seems to be emanating from the axe.
Fuck.
The ghoul surges up and puts an arm around you and pulls your head close to its hood. You took their deaths and you made them your strength. The mother, the axe, the father, the rifle, the sister, the shotgun. You took your family's memories and you turned them into your tools, your weapons. You used them to make yourself strong. But what did it do to them, Cameron Jarvis? If I took you to Avalon right now, do you think we'd find their spirits there? Yes, actually, if you would take this outside...
Covered in canapes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, batting broken glass away from his face. The flint knife disappears back inside the ghoul's sleeve, and coming out of the sleeve instead is a small leather pouch, which it throws down at the ground. Dust and mist spread up from the broken bag, slightly luminescent, lichens and fungus and spores, and around Cameron and the Harlequin ghoul, sprouting up out of this rocky island. Small toadstools in a circle. If Graham or Jess were looking back from the bridge back at this island, they would see that haze of greenish-yellowish lichen and spores fill and mist over the circle in the middle of that ring of toadstools, obscuring Cameron and the ghoul completely, and then fade.
Oh, shit.
Jess and Graham, do you see that?
I don't know.
Back?
I feel like we would have been looking
Yeah.
back. Yeah, I think so. Oh shit!
That's far from ideal.
Right, oh, crap.
Do some magic, can you, Graham?
I don't even know where they've gone.
I could find them, but that's not exactly our priority right now.
No, I know, but Cam.
He's
Okay.
doing what he wants to do, mate. He's following his heart. We should follow our hearts and do your errand, and keep us safe and everything, and then burn this place down on the way back.
Right, I'll be honest, I don't think I've got the time to be able to get us where that portal went. So maybe we should just continue on our way,
Okay.
and then... Oh, God.
Right. So we're gonna grab her and we're gonna get out of here as quickly as possible,
Yes.
and then we're gonna try and find Cam.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Graham, on another lower bridge leading over to the same side of the cavern that you're heading towards, you catch a glimpse of Ernie. And he just looks up at you, meets your eyes, and taps his watch, and zooms off, heading in the same direction.
So Ernie's here,
What?
and he might be doing something similar to us, but he might just want to kill Clarissa, not actually help her in any way. So we've got to move swiftly to take her away, and yes.
Great. Thank you for letting me know. Now.
I kind of forgotten. Lots happened. Trying to keep up with it myself.
Okay, Graham. Great.
Sorry. Let's go in this direction.
Right. So are we going a snatch and grab and go?
Yes.
Okay.
This'll work.
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know. And as we're running, I think I'm going to be scrambling in my satchel and just ripping out the lining and really shoddily making a sort of potato shape dummy, just in case.
Yes, good idea.
Just in case
like
we can
it.
get a toenail. Don't know.
Sure.
Just in case.
The two of you are able to make it to the other side of the cavern, and through another series of incomprehensible staircases, make it back down to lower levels into passages, and to make your progress through those Now slightly quieter, more muffled.
Mm-hmm.
The techno sounding a little bit more like Jess heard it through Milton's senses as you move further away from that main cavern of revellers. And you pass a spiral staircase heading up, and then you find this corridor ending in a spiral staircase heading down.
That one?
Sure, let's give it. Shall I go first?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll go first. So I start going down the spiral staircase.
Yep. As the two of you descend the spiral staircase, the sound of techno becomes more muffled by layers and layers of rock, and the sound of many, many typewriters begins to layer over it.
Ugh. Right, okay, whoa, slow down. Okay, we need to go quite carefully, because as much as you've done magic, I don't know if they lock eyes on us, if that's going to work.
If you wanted to, this might be an appropriate time to roll read about situation, as you're potentially heading into danger here.
You go for it.
Okay.
Nice.
12.
Oh, hey, 3 questions.
A natural 12.
And Jess also still has one left over.
Oh, yeah, I do.
What is the best way in?
As you're descending this spiral staircase, as well as the sound of typewriters increasing and the sound of techno decreasing, as you're starting to feel like you're approaching the bottom of the stairs, you can also hear the sound of creasing, crumpling paper. So it seems like probably the bottom of this staircase may be guarded.
Mm-hmm.
So the best way is maybe either guns blazing, extremely quietly or magically shielded, or this is Fairyland, and as you've already seen with the stairs on the sides of the cavern, you may be able to shortcut through shadows or optical illusion cracks in the walls of the staircase to try and make your way around this sentry.
I do have +2 harm now when I'm sneaky.
That's good to know.
I only have a knife, though.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Actually, I think the simple answer to that is no.
Mm.
You've noticed that there's either a ghoul or busybody sentry at the bottom of these stairs, and you were already aware that like Clarissa and Milton are probably down here and they're dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, no other dangers you need to be aware of.
Okay. What's my best way out? And by out, I mean out. Mm-hmm.
It would be really dangerous once you've kind of made it clear to them that you're here to try to get back to the ghost train the same way you came. Mm-hmm. You know that the staircases are crazy, it's difficult to navigate, and like pushing your way across the dance floor would be a fool's errand. The best way out would be to try to shortcut your way straight to another realm without going on the train, which either means Graham making a portal to Inferno, which is just something that you can do, or you both looked back and you saw that ghoul make a fairy ring. Other ghouls that are in league with Clarissa and Milton might have similar pouches that you could use to make your own ring and escape.
Nice.
Right. So, I have a plan. Here is my plan.
Okay.
Very hushed, whispered tones, so no one hears me. I'm going to see if I can cast some magic that will show you a sneakier route to get to Clarissa.
Love it.
What I'm then going to do is go down these stairs and start causing an awful amount of chaos. Hopefully to create a distraction, you can sneak her, get rid of her, and if we can pick up a pouch or two, just throw them on the ground and disappear.
Okay.
To wherever Cameron's gone.
Right. When I get to Clarissa,
Yeah.
am I trying to get some hair? Am I trying to kill her? I have a knife and a little potato made of the inside of my bag. My thinking is, if I can get something of hers, smush it on my potato, then what? I have no magic.
We could work something out magic-wise.
Okay, cool. Right, I'm ready. Kid's confident.
Right, okay, that was a drastic change of events from you there, but okay.
Play it by ear, mate, play it by ear, because if you can get her to come with you without, like, a fuss, A+ hunky-dory. If not, it sounds like all we need is, like, a bit of her hair or some of her blood would be great. So as long as we get out of here with a bit of her hair or a bit of her blood or like a finger.
A finger?
What's he saying?
The more the merrier.
Are you suggesting I take her finger?
You might need
Then
that.
it's quick. That's
Okay,
quick. That's
right.
quicker than trying to bundle a whole woman over your shoulder.
Okay, not the whole woman, is the
Right.
gist. Bit of the woman,
Bit
get
of a
out.
woman. Get out. Right. Okay. Not whole woman.
No.
Right. Okay.
Bit of woman. Any bit of woman.
Unless we can like make a fairy ring around her and she just sort of falls through it. That might work. But
But then we'll
Relaying.
yeah.
I think Kit is being open here and like making sure that you can hear them as well.
Okay. So if that's the case, then would Jesus.
But I like the sound of mayhem.
Okay.
Mayhem
so
to cover the sneaky. I'm sad that we're not doing the mayhem, but as long as the mayhem happens,
the mayhem will occur. My concern is if we try and just whisk Clarissa out of the way, that Milton will follow.
So if we don't take all of her, and we just get a bit of her, then we might be able to get out without them noticing.
they might not even know what we're trying to do.
And then we can do
They
the
might
whole...
think we were trying to get her and failed, and then they won't come after us.
Exactly. And then we can do the whole mommet
Let's do that.
thing.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So
Also, I will scream psychically into your demon head at the top of my lungs if they catch us and Milton starts trying to do what he wants to do to me. Because I noticed we decided not to go to the depot because that was like Belly of the Beast sort of deal, but we have come here, which is the new Belly of the Beast. So that is a possibility, and I will be yelling for help if that happens.
duly noted. Right. Great. Okay. I'm gonna cast some magic. Let's see how this pans out. That's a 4 plus 2 is a 6.
Do you want to try and help?
I do,
You could bump it to
yeah.
a mixed success.
Yep. Okay.
I believe it's plus cool to help.
Oh, it's a minus one. It's a minus one. 7, 6.
2 fails.
No.
Before I give you consequences, would anybody like to turn those around with luck?
Yes.
Apocalypse.
Good lord.
So Graham has a success on use magic. Jess has a fail on help out, which means she opens herself to danger, which is chef's kiss.
Oh dear.
So Graham first. How does the magic work?
Magic. So
Magic
the magic
works without issue. no
Without
glitch.
issues. I will blow again smoke, but it will be a tiny little thin thread of smoke that will weave through shadows, across bridges that you can't see, like proper like sort of.
It wisps through like a crack in the wall that just looks like a tiny hairline crack, but then as you step to the right, Indiana Jones Last Crusade
that's
style,
exactly what I was gonna say. Yes.
you can see that it's actually it's a gap wide enough for you to go through.
Follow the smoke in and see if you can find a pouch, and if not, follow the smoke back. See you on the other side. And I start running downstairs.
Gotcha.
Cam, your vision clears. The sparkling dust and spores clear away from your face, your nose, your mouth, and you're in a pub.
First thing I want to do is throw the axe on the ground and take off both guns and throw them on the ground and just sort of like curl up against the wall with my knees against my chest.
The layout of the room is very reminiscent of the Duck and Parsnip in terms of like where the walls are, the height of the ceiling, that kind of thing. But it looks like maybe it's like the Duck and Parsnip 80 or 100 years ago. There's a square bar with stools all around it, and there is a faint pall of blue-grey cigarette smoke up near the ceiling that actually obscures the ceiling, so you can't see it. There is a bartender wiping glasses behind the bar. There's a roaring fire in one corner, armchair or two next to it, comfy stools and seats and tables all around. And at some of the stools there are figures, look like humans in kind of casual clothes, sort of thing you go to the pub on a weekend in, all sitting alone, hunched over the bar nursing pints peacefully.
Cam rips off his helmet and is basically hyperventilating. That noise, that sort of piercing scream, just completely fucked him up. Like, took him back 15 years. Mm-hmm. Is the ghoul still there?
You don't see the Harlequin, you don't see that deep, dark smoke and shadow, but you do hear. Do you think they're here, Cameron Jarvis? Here in the place where one may meet the departed, the realm of Avalon. Why don't you ask at the bar? See if they'll meet you.
You did this.
I brought you here, yes.
No. You did all of this. You turned me into something I shouldn't have been. I don't want to know whether they're here. What if I've doomed them because of what you made me do? Because of what you made me become?
Brought you here so you no longer have to ask what if, Cameron Jarvis. And while we're talking about what we should not be, being made into things against our will, you made me afraid. So afraid.
Good. I'm pleased. You have no idea. The terror.
I have every idea.
Every night it replays in my head. Every night the screams. And then you bring them back to me now.
What is it you say, Cameron Jarvis, when they replay? Too weak, too slow, too scared. And you hold on tight to that fragment around your neck, that piece that you used to beat me with. Every time you hold that fragment and say those words, it shreds at my being. Your fear makes me afraid. I need it to stop.
Why did you take them? Why did you do it? Why not just leave? Why not just go past us? I know what they did to you. I know they took you, and they captured you, and they released you. But why did you kill them? Why did you do it?
They starved us. We needed fear.
But you are fear. How can you feel fear?
We are fear. So we are afraid. The two things they cannot be disentangled. You believe you've cut out your fear. Maybe you have. But where did it go, Cameron Jarvis?
You're wrong.
If it's not in
You're wrong.
It's in me.
I haven't stopped being scared. I've just stopped caring. Fine. You want to end this? He stands up, goes to the bar.
I want not to be afraid anymore. I'm afraid of you, and I don't believe you can be swayed. So the only way to stop being afraid of you is for you to die or to get out of my way. That's what I want. That's all I've ever wanted since you made me into what I am.
Cameron pauses as he's getting to the bar, and all the emotion he was just feeling just stops. And he turns to where he thinks the sound is coming from. And it's sort of in his head, but he thinks there's a point in the room.
You look slightly up and see in that soft, calming grey-blue cigarette smoke wreathing the ceiling, it is now shot through with tendrils of much deeper, darker smoke.
What makes you think I give a flying fuck about what you want? You're right. I am scared. I was weak. I was slow. But things change. And you're right. My mum and dad and sister may not be here. And you're right, they do give me strength. Because if they were here, they would be supporting me in everything that I do. Throughout my entire life, they would have been here for me, supporting me and giving me strength. But you took that away from me. So now their strength is a different thing. Now their strength courses through my body, through my hands, and he grabs the axe. Through this axe, and he just fucking swings at the ceiling.
Roll to kick's mass.
That is a 10, that's a 16 to hit.
Oh my goodness.
You just can't miss.
The axe bites into something solid and from the ceiling falls the ghoul in its leather harlequin motley, drawing with it those tendrils of darker smoke out of the cigarette smoke of the ceiling. And with your axe buried in it, it falls and lands atop you. What extra kicks and mass options would you like?
Extra damage. three damage total, including its armour. I take a point, presumably?
You do, as it falls out of the ceiling, bears you down. It doesn't bear you to the ground because that would be a harm move and you can't take those. But it does use the momentum of its fall out of the ceiling to stab one of those ritual flint daggers into you. Do you feel it shred you, Cameron Jarvis, like it shreds me? This connection between us causes only pain.
Pain is all I've ever fucking known!
Smoke is flooding out of it, where its face should be, where its hands should be, forming into roughly humanoid shapes, questing around this place for anything that they can use as a physical form. Unlike back in Fairyland, they don't seem to be able to shatter any of the glassware. And the bartender flips the bar rag at one of them and it just dissipates.
No, right, cool.
Do try and keep it calm for the other patrons.
I think we'll take this outside.
If you would.
I grab the ghoul by the jerkin and I bust the door down and throw him outside.
Alright, lovies. It's me, Matt, your compere. I hope you enjoyed Act 4, the penultimate act of Vigil, Fear itself. There will now be an interval of 2 weeks, after which we'll raise the curtain on Act 5, the final act of this production. If you can't wait till then to hear our voices again, we invite you backstage next week for a selection of bloopers, goofs and outtakes from this production. Also coming this week, something I've trailed before, but which hasn't happened until now. I'm going to be on Actual Play UK, the Twitch stream, running 2 sessions of Heart, the City Beneath by Grant Howitt and Christopher Taylor, starting this Friday the 16th at 8 PM UK time, and continuing with Part 2 the following Friday at the same time. Like I say, I've trailed this before, and it's ended up getting postponed, but this time we've pre-recorded the sessions so I know it's definitely happening on the days that I say it is. The players for that game include regular Merely Role Players guest Fiona Howard from What Am I Rolling, Maddie and Zach from the Realms of Peril and Glory podcast, which you may have heard a trailer for on our show before, and Dan from the Brit Twits YouTube channel. If you want to make sure you always get a heads up about that kind of guest appearance or things that are happening outside of this podcast feed, you could sign up to the Foggy Outline newsletter at buttondown.email/foggyoutline. That email goes out once every 2 weeks on a Monday and lets you know about all the things that are coming up on Merely Role Players, as well as other stuff that I'm doing with Foggy Outline that you might enjoy. Stay tuned now for the credits and the epilogue, but just before that, I'd love to introduce you to Of Dice and Them, another podcast and friend of the show, another show, in fact, whose cast I met at Dragon Meet 2023 for the first time, and they seemed like lovely people. It's light-hearted, it's Dungeons and Dragons, it's the cast laughing in each other's faces and trying to get through a session without anybody stacking it. And here they are now to tell you about their show in their own words.
Welcome, listener, to Of Dice and Them.
I've been waiting for you, adventurers!
A TTRPG actual play podcast full of hijinks and too many in-jokes.
Do you have any cards I could keep close to my chest?
New episodes released on the first Monday of every month.
How hot is this ghost?
Can't wait for the next episode?
I want to chomp on it and not let go.
Follow Of Dice and Them on Twitter and Instagram.
Ah, yes. No, good idea, that, yes.
Download now, wherever pods are cast.
Do you go closer?
Of Dice and Them!
Yep.
No.
No.
Yeah, heedlessly.
Absolutely not.
This has been Vigil, a main house production from Merely Role Players. It stars Christopher Starkey as Cameron Jarvis, Ellen Gould as Jess Butterworth, and Alexander Pankhurst as Graham. I'm Matt Boothman and I play the supporting cast. Editing and sound design by me, and the theme music is by Alexander Pankhurst. We were playing Monster of the Week, a role-playing game by Michael Sands, published by Evil Hat Productions. You can find Monster of the Week at genericgames.co.nz. Merely Role Players is a Foggy Outline production in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Until next time, if drama be the food of life, play on. Tell me something before you go, Liz. What's that? Who's the king these days? Who's the king? Who's the king of England? King Charles the Third? Well. Long as there still is one, I suppose. Who are you?